Welcome back to the Cowboys Society. Real fans, real talk every day. Now, guys, today we're talking about Shavon Revell. That's right, one of the Cowboys' 2025 draft picks at cornerback. Now, he's coming off an ACL injury, so he only got to play a few games at the end of the season. But coming into 2026, guys, I'm gonna let you guys know why he will have a breakout season, but most importantly, why he must have a breakout season. Let's talk about it.
Here we go.
All right, guys, as you guys get to know me, you will understand that cornerback is my favorite position in football. Now, growing up, I was a huge primetime fan. That's right, Deion Sanders, huge fan. You know, I love the showboating, but most importantly, I loved how good he was on the field and how he kind of revolutionized the position, whether or not it be actual play on the field, you know, his off the field antics, and how he kind of commanded things because he just had that talent, right? You know, a lot of people could say he could have gone without the off the field showboating, but that was prime. He made it work for him. Anyway, as we talk about Shavon Revell, I can see a lot of upside in this guy. And I want to say that right now. If I had to put a bet on Shavon Revell and what type of season he's going to have, I would definitely bet on him, not against him, because I feel like he's going to have a breakout season. Now, when they first drafted him, I didn't know who he was. And to be honest, I don't know who a lot of people are coming out of college because I just don't kind of keep up with the college game and who's going into the draft, things of that nature. It's something I'll get better on, I'm sure, since I have this channel. And I got to keep things pumping out year round, so I'm going to need to know things like that. So follow me, subscribe, and pay attention to my progression. I would appreciate that. So back to Shavon. Of course, once we drafted him, I went and looked at tape, right? The first thing that hopped off the tape that I absolutely loved was that this guy is not afraid to make contact. And when we're talking about cornerbacks, DBs, but specifically cornerbacks, they are known to make business decisions on the field. And if you don't know what business decisions are, that means you're trying not to get hurt because tackling ain't your forte. Everybody saw that with Trayvon Diggs. And if, guys, you are old enough to have seen primetime play ball, you know he ran from some tackles too. He'll say he didn't, but tape don't lie. Tape don't lie. Revell, he doesn't back down. And I absolutely love that. And when he tackles, the ball carrier goes backwards, doesn't lean forward. And that's one major thing when you are analyzing players' ability to tackle. Whether or not when they make contact, they drive that player backward, or they allow that player to get a yard or two extra once they do make contact. And that can mean a world of difference because, like we all know, football is a game of inches. So if you're making that tackle at the goal line and you're letting that ball carrier creep forward, that's a touchdown right there. What if it's 4th and 1? The game is on the line. You make that contact, ball carrier creeps forward, first down. They can let the clock run, or they can just go ahead and punch it in for the go-ahead score. Who knows what the situation could be, but tackling from DBs, especially cornerbacks, is key, and it comes at a premium. So, and that's one thing that Shavon Revell does greatly. Another thing that he does, I really like his change of direction. He can plant down and get out of that plant real quick and change his direction and go a completely different way. Now, guys, I know he's coming off an ACL injury. And me personally, I think we need to stop getting players that are coming off of injuries. It's a gamble. It's a gamble, and we don't have time to gamble with personnel on our roster. Either they're going to come in and they're going to make a difference, or they're not. Now, you could say he can come and make a difference or not coming off an ACL, but how many people truly come back and have a successful career when they're coming off an ACL? Now, the younger you do it, of course, your body's going to be able to heal quickly and more intact to the first degree of how your body was before that injury. But the older you get, it's going to be tough. So I can kind of see that how the Cowboys wanted to take a gamble on him coming out of college with an ACL. Plus, he was already predicted to go in the first round. So maybe we got a steal. We got to see a little bit of him late in the season in 2025 after he came off his ACL. But guys, if any of you guys know, after coming off an injury, especially such a serious injury like that, you have to not only get your mind right, but you got to get you not only got to get your body right, but you also have to get your mind right. You have to get your mind to be able to trust your body again, because it subconsciously remembers what you went through to get that injury. It remembers the long road of recovery, the surgery, the laying around, the finally being able to walk again, the lifting weights on it again, the pivoting, because you can only move straight forward for a while before they allow you to move laterally. It's almost like learning how to walk and how to run again. So once you finally get that confidence back, then you can finally be yourself. And I don't know the man, I'm not in his brain, but I just don't think he had full confidence when he came back in the end of the season in 2025. With that being said, he did show some very promising flashes on that field, guys. Had some breakups. I don't believe he had any interceptions. I'm unsure, but I was not disappointed knowing what he was coming off of, and then also knowing he was under Eberflus, and our defense was already abysmal. You have to take that in consideration. Now, moving forward into this particular offseason, videos have surfaced. This guy is moving phenomenally. And I mean phenomenally. For someone who has come off an injury, he's playing for the Cowboys, so there's another degree of criticism that's going to come behind every small little thing that you do. You're going to be under a microscope. And then for him to get his mind right and to be actually out here putting in extra work, because he has to win a spot. He has to win a spot. And how I was saying earlier, I know he will have a breakout season. Let me tell you why I know he will have a breakout season. For one, I personally think that we have a solid enough defense to where it's going to take a lot of pressure off of our DBs, especially our cornerbacks. We have Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark that's going to be clogging up that middle. We still have Ezaraku, who is absolutely, I believe, putting in that work and is going to be a force to be reckoned with coming off that edge. We also got Rashawn Gary, D. Winters. Now we're going back into the linebacker core here. D. Winters and then Demo Overshown. And then let's not forget about our young guys, LT Overshown, Barham. So I know we were last place in the league last year, just 1 year ago, but man, we have done a complete rehaul with this defense, guys. Christian Parker, ex-DB coach from the Eagles, came in to be our defensive coordinator, is doing nothing but showing promise. So I can't lie. I got a lot of confidence in this team. And with the surrounding characters on the defense, I know Revell will have a breakout season if he stays healthy. Now, let me tell you why he must have a breakout season. Because, for one, you came in off an ACL. For two, he only has a small body of work his rookie season at the end of the season in a few games, right? And that was also with an absolutely terribly run defense. So forget all that you went through. This season, 2026, is actually going to be Shavon Revell's rookie season. Last year, it was pretty much preseason for him. We weren't going to the playoffs. He was just thrown in there to see how he would do and to shake some of the rust off. Now, it's time to show what you got. And you have to, because you're coming into season 2. And this is going to actually tell us whether or not he's going to get in that starting lineup, CB1, maybe CB2, and if he's going to be a starter for this team. If it's up in the air by the end of 2026, because we do have Deron Bland, who's still coming back and have something to prove, and we also have Kobe Durant, who is nothing to sneeze at. So the competition is there. We also have, I believe his name is Devin Moore. I know his last name is Moore, the rookie coming in from Florida, from the Gators. We still have Carson. So the competition is there. We're going to call this camp competition. But I personally think with all the pressure, the competition, and I believe he's got his mental right, and of course his body. All that, and then you pair it with a solid defensive coordinator who is also a DB coach. That's why he will have a breakout season. And don't forget, he must have a breakout season in order to solidify his role, his position on this team. You guys let me know down at the bottom. What do you think? Will Shavon Revell have a breakout season? Does he have to have a breakout season this year? Will the defense around him make it easier? You guys let me know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is the Cowboys Society, where it's all Cowboys all the time. Peace.